What's up, guys? So my name is Truman Humphreys, and I work on boats. And I decided I'm going to start a YouTube channel of me working on boats. So let's get this started. I think I have a thing that holds your phone, so like while you can record from my Instagram, because we got a little bit of motion on Instagram, but I figured, I bet people, if they want to watch it on Instagram, why wouldn't they want to watch it on YouTube? So we're working out of a car here. My truck broke, but this is the boat we're working on today. It's a pretty rough one. So here's the boat. Pretty bad. It's one of my buddies, fished on it before. He said that they used it for construction on a cabin out on the bay. And you know, the guys who they were transporting, that they were pretty messy. So yeah, I mean, there's coins, some sort of a driver bit here, bunch of leaves and metal. I mean, I bet if you ran a magnet over that, it would pick most of it out. Screws and stuff like that. I don't have my magnet with me, but I'll just pick it all up by hand or something. But a little trash bucket going on here. Pour some chemical on this and see how it's gonna come up. I'm not even using a spray bottle. I'm just pouring it straight on because of how gnarly these stains are. So this is gonna be a pretty expensive job for me, but you know, it's one of my friends, so you gotta do what you gotta do. So we're gonna pour a little bit. You see it's turning yellow like that, it means it's working. You see the circles are turning yellow. Yeah, seems to be working pretty good. Should work. Just gotta do the whole boat, I guess. So let me do this front portion, and I'll pick y'all up whenever I'm done with this front portion here. Here you can see we've got some sort of, somebody seems to have stepped on something. Looks like they were wearing Air Forces or something. But somebody might have stepped on some sort of paste or like JB weld. Something, dude. I'm not in construction, but it seems to be coming up. I got chemical on it, so I don't know why I'm using my fingers. So yeah, it seems to be coming right up. But yeah, that's just stuff that, you know, if you let it sit for much longer, like, see, like, that's probably something that I won't be able to get off right there. You know, whenever you start letting stuff sit for too long, it becomes very, very difficult to remove, especially on decks like these. You know, the more modern decks with the diamond pattern in them seem to be easier to clean. But these decks are just cheaper and easier to redo, you know, because you just take the console and everything off and spray paint all over it, and splatter paint over it and whatnot. But you know, like I was saying, there's just, you can't let stuff sit for too long, you know, because stains will stay. There's some stains that, you know, you'll never get off this boat. But we're gonna just put some chemical on it and hope for the best. See how much we can get off. Most of these are pretty fresh, he says. You know, all of this back here is fresh, so I'm sure all this will come off. See, it's coming off. But let me get some more progress in, and I'll update y'all in a minute. All right, so I need, so I got this right here, but I need to get all this metal out because I poured. You can tell it's metal because it's mostly metal, because when you pour this on it, watch it, it'll foam up like that. So I need to get that off first so it doesn't mess up the process here. So normally this stain removal is the first thing I do, but since this stuff's metal, I want to get it off. And I bet you it's going to clog this drain. There's a high possibility. Let me go pull this plug over here, because it seems like a bunch of the water is building up over here. Looks like you might have a smaller tire over here. All right, so I got this cooler out, and there's just a bunch of stuff still floating around. So I might actually have to go buy another bottle and come back, because this hole is just like, it's bad. So you can see where the chemical's been running down the side of the boat right here. There's a streak. Right there too. So let's see. Hopefully this. Yeah. Just gonna be rough with it. I don't like using this kind of brush, but whenever you've got stuff like that, you know, you kind of have to. So yeah, let me get this all applicated and pick y'all up whenever I'm done. Okay, so we've got one side done here. Looks pretty good. We gotta do the back, this side, and then the bottom. Alrighty, so pretty much done with the stain removal. Boat looks a whole lot better. This needs to be cleaned. You know, there's a couple spots that you know, will come off further with soap and water, and it'll clean up some more. But 2 bottles, I don't have any more, so we just have to hope that the rest comes off with, you know, the rest comes off with soap and water, right? Which it should. So I'll put a little bit more elbow grease into it, wax it, it'll look good. Okay guys, so we've got everything. We've got our first layer of wax on here. Looks pretty good. Just need to buff it out, and then I'm gonna wax this back corner here. This whole, well, I'm gonna wax the whole back. And then the motor, motor seems to have gotten painted around. They must have painted something at the construction site. And there's a bunch more on top. Actually, I need to turn my perk. Drop this back down. Does this thing have a, do these have a trim switch on the side of the motor? I wonder. Something just turned on. Sounded like the power pole. Here we go. And this actually, whatchamacallit, not a skag. Damn it, it's on the tip of my tongue. It's cracked. Fiberglass is cracked up under here. So we're gonna go ahead, it's right there. We're gonna go ahead and tell our customer here that his deal's cracked, but that's besides the point. Need to get a good buffing rag here. This should be good. This will do. It's got padding on it. Okay, so alright guys, so I'm doing a little test here. So we've got this hot sauce stuff, never used it before. Bought it at Bass Pro. I found it at Bass Pro, that's where I found it. And this is my go-to sometimes. I go between this and Colonite, but this stuff is really good. So I've got this stuff right here on this side of the motor, which I haven't buffed yet, and then I have the hot sauce. The hot sauce side looks pretty good, actually. I'll give it to it. And that's because there were water spots on it, because I wanted there to be water spots, as it says water spot remover. So let's see what this looks like. And I know I don't have a buffer. My buffer broke, actually. I just have not gotten around to buying another one, but I will be buying one very soon. Let's put a little elbow grease into it. So that's not for me. That's like a scratch right there, but so another one right here. Let's see which side looks better. So this side's got more light, obviously. So this side looks pretty good. I'll take a rag over here with me. This side looks pretty good too. I don't know. I think we're gonna have to give it to the wax. I don't know. It's pretty damn close. Well, I think I'm gonna give it to the wax. I think the wax did a better job. We can try and rub this out more, and it'd probably get a little more glossy. But I mean, I did pretty much the same amount of buffing on each side, and I think this side come out better. All right, well, this side's all done, so now we gotta do this other side, and then I'll probably use this hot sauce stuff on the console. Well, I'll obviously use wax on here, on this side here where it's faded. I'll use a restore wax or a color restore wax. I don't know. It's a sticker, so I don't think it's gonna come back. But and then we're good. We will be done. Might throw a little tire shine on there just to make it look nice. But some customers don't like that. I don't think they would care for it. Anyways, so let me finish this up, and I'll get y'all the results. Okay, so we've got the tire shine on the wheels here. Got the pole boat shined up. Looks really good. Just need to put tire shine on the other side and get some after pictures for Instagram and my customer. And then should be good. Rolling around on this little cart deal here. It's pretty handy. It's my first time using it on a job before, and I'm mad at myself for never using it before. Anyways, This looks pretty good. I'm pretty stoked with how it came out. I think it came out really well for how we started out. Even though we had to use 2 bottles of chemical instead of just 1, or like 1.5 is what it normally takes, or no, it'll take half a bottle if a, you know, for a boat that's not horrible. But this boat took 2 bottles. So here's the finished results. Looks pretty good in my opinion. Why is the camera not focusing? There we go. Yeah, check that out. Wow. All right, so we're in, oh, whoops. It's a winch, I guess. How do I turn the lights on in this Johnson? There we go. Okay. So we're in the Can-Am. I'm gonna go get the boat now. All right, so we got the boat on here. Now we're gonna go and put this thing up. Let's see. Oh yeah. Tows it just fine. Tows it just, it's like a truck would. Wow. I thought it would have a little bit more trouble, but it is a pretty light boat. Here. The brakes are, I wouldn't put too much of my trust in them. I wouldn't put my boat ramp trust in them either. I don't think this thing has a parking brake. Alright, let me get this backed up. Alright, so we've got the boat in the shop here. Drop this trailer off here. Alrighty guys, so that is it for today. We will be going back and detailing his ski boat next week. Thank y'all for watching. For those of you who watched to the end, I try to be active on YouTube and like to gain, you know, some traction on YouTube. You know, I'll post tutorials, you know, for those of y'all who want to save money and get your, you know, boat looking nice. I'll post tutorials. I'm not gonna gatekeep my secrets and whatnot, because it's, you know, common knowledge. You just gotta have, you know, the right techniques and stuff, and know what to do for what scenarios. But I'd love to. Sorry, I cut the video there. So, like I was saying, I will be posting tutorials for y'all, so y'all can, you know, clean your stuff up without, you know, paying for me to come and do it, I guess. You know, if you want to try and do it yourself, you know, I'll be posting tutorials if y'all are interested in that. But for now, it'll probably just be, you know, montages or whatever I decide to do with these clips of me detailing boats. And for those of y'all who are interested in anything else that I might know, leave it in the comments. Thank you for watching. Peace. Anyways, thank y'all for watching. Stay tuned for next time.